Welcome everybody to the first of many new videos that's going to be coming out. Man, I got so much to share with y'all. But first of all, I haven't recorded in this space at all before. This is just my home office, which is now been in place for about 6 months. But man, have I been swamped? First of all, so I had my son back in April, and it has been nothing but an adventure with him basically ever since. But that's that's a personal thing besides the point. That's not why we're here. I'm here to talk to you about all the things new coming to Detonate in the coming months, and that we're planning for the future. So get excited, because we got a lot going on. You've probably already seen a couple of different things. First of all, let's go ahead and give a shout out to Carrie. Thank you so much for joining the organization, and welcome. She's going to be our new general manager. She's going to be at the helm, and I'm really excited to see what we can do together and what we're going to achieve, because we got a lot planned. Carrie is the fearless general going forward, so I'm really excited what we're going to do together. I'm really excited what she's going to bring to the table, and I'm really happy to be able to be in a position to even make this video in the first place. Let's go ahead and talk about the question that I get asked the most about, the CSGO update. Let's talk about Counter-Strike real quick, because it is basically on a resurgence right now. We've been in and out of the scene, and I am looking to end that altogether. I'm looking to make a staple, be in the scene, stay there from then on. And we're closing the deal right now with the team. We have to go through contracts and negotiations and everything right now. We've already spoken, I believe, with both Dust2 and HLTV about who that is. So you're probably going to see that either in a few days, or you've maybe already seen it by the time you see this video. So let's talk about the impact we want Detonate to have, not only in our community, but on the industry as well. I started this company based off of passion alone. I did not have a ton of capital. I actually still don't have a ton of capital, and I don't have a ton of opportunities that have been presented to me by being a former professional gamer or a former professional athlete, or really any of these things that you see a lot of organizations that have. I started this organization solely based off of passion with a ragtag group of friends, and it went well at first, but obviously we ended up going into new opportunities and shelving the project back then, and then I brought it back in 2020, and now it's taken some time to get everything, all the infrastructure that I want in place. I just want to say a lot of people struggle on the same plane as I do when it comes to building something or working towards something. You struggle with imposter syndrome, you struggle with self-doubt, you have all of these things going on in your life that just get in the way. And I really want this company to serve as the blueprint for others to recognize that you don't necessarily have to have everything going for you straight from the start. You can just start based off of the passion that you have and do it one step at a time until you can finally start building it and making it scalable, and then grow the brand from not only being local, but also to being national, and then international, and then global. That's my overall goal. I want other people, especially the underrepresented, to recognize that there is an opportunity in front of you between sports and gaming now melding themselves with esports. This is your time. This is the time for you to come in, volunteer, do your best, and put your best foot forward. Work hard, because this is one of those things that is going to be life-changing, and I want this brand to serve as an impactful force to change people's lives. Not only just my life personally, because I believe it can do that as well, but also for people who just don't believe in themselves, man. They got the vision, they got the ideas, they got the work ethic, but they just don't believe in themselves, and that's really the last key before they achieve success. And this is one of those times where I think diversifying the individuals that we have within our staff, which we've already been very bullish on the diversification of our staff, of our creators, of our athletes, and the people that we bring in, but also melding those individuals in almost a seamless persona, company and corporate persona, so that everyone recognizes look, we might come from the same background, but we're looking and working towards the same goal of success within this industry. And I hope, more people, more Black individuals, more Asian individuals, more Hispanic individuals, people who feel that they don't necessarily have the resources that others might have, especially an example of that actually is with me. I didn't have a PC until I was about 19, honestly. It was consoles, and I didn't know anything about esports. I didn't know anything about like League of Legends and how big esports really was until I got involved and I volunteered and I put myself out there, and it was very scary. It still is very scary. Even just doing this video is scary as hell to me, but it's the best experience. It's the best thing that I've done for myself, and it's allowed me to push past my potential as an individual, and you can push past your potential too with it. Another way that we're looking to be impactful is to really start shifting away from the image that we've had previously and focus a lot more on content, because content is king. It really is. You have to make content. You have to be engaging. You have to bring something that your target audience really wants to see. And I think we might have, that new formula that people might want to see. Especially with these updates, you're definitely going to see a lot more of these videos moving forward. But also, you're going to see probably a podcast that we can bring towards to talk amongst staff, amongst creators, amongst our athletes, and with special guests about trending topics currently going on within the world. I mean, Black Panther 2 just came out. Drake and 21 Savage just dropped an album. Like, there's so much that's going on every single day, and there's a lot to talk about and a lot to digest. And I feel like having a podcast, especially from the individuals that are within our organization, will allow us to talk about the many different things that are going on in the daily life. We're gonna do gameplay challenges. We're gonna do online challenges, in-person challenges, tier list, pretty much everything that you can think of that you've possibly ever seen. You're gonna start seeing those types of content appear on our YouTube channel, on our Twitter pages, and our other social media. You might actually see us get really involved in TikTok now that we actually have somebody who's kind of an expert in that field. I got into TikTok because of my wife, but I didn't know anything about that platform and how everything works on there. So I'm really glad and excited for our brand to really start branching out more on those social channels, but especially start branching out with the types of content that we're going to end up making. And I hope you enjoy watching those as well. But even above all else, what we really want to start doing is shaping the experience of the fan. And what it means to be a fan of this brand. The transparency that we're gonna have with our fans is going to be pretty paramount. We're gonna have a lot of videos that are talking, just me and you if you're a fan of the brand, but also in our Discord channel and with, community management and other things involving our company. You're gonna have a lot of say if you're a fan of this company. You're gonna be able to dictate, not even dictate, but just be able to have a say in, what esports title should we get into next, which I honestly want to know, because eventually we're not just going to be Counter-Strike. I mean, what other games should we get into? That's where, the fan engagement comes in. I believe that your fans need to be involved in your organization in order for it to be successful, because honestly, without fans, we're nothing without you anyway. So we're doing this whole thing for you. We want this brand, this business to be a beautiful experience, not just for people who, come through and view maybe one game or one creator, but we want it to be a holistic experience across the board. So what that means for us is that we're going to focus very heavily on the products that we provide to those fans. So what kind of merchandise you're going to see? You're probably going to see a lot of casual wear and a lot of streetwear, because that's very Atlanta. Atlanta is known for both its beautiful casual wear, artistry, streetwear, and many of its cultural aspects. So you're probably going to see a lot of those artistry style aspects that make up Atlanta appear within our company, just because we Atlanta. Well, this is where we planted our flag. This is where we built our company, and this is where we want to have the most impact. So you're probably going to see a lot more local events and a lot more local activations here than you're going to see, in other locations. We got, what is it coming up? DreamHack Atlanta coming up here really soon. We're going to be heavily involved with that, and I want to be even more involved with it, maybe to the point where we get a booth in the future, so that we can, invite people, shake hands, meet everybody, and have a really good time and hang out. So, you know, stay tuned for that. There's going to be a lot of drops coming out. I believe we actually have a drop coming this month. It's going to be called the Signature Drop. I don't have it on me right now. And in fact, I don't think you're probably going to see this ever unless you request it. But the Signature Drop's going to be coming later this month. It should be by the 25th. No later than that. The drop dates will probably be a little interchangeable going forward, just because we want to make sure everything looks good and it feels right. We've gotten our first sample from that, and it looks phenomenal. It feels phenomenal. I know you guys are gonna love it, especially if you grab 1 or 2 pairs of hoodies. There is a jacket within it that I know everybody's gonna really like, and a lot of the colors and colorways that we chose were ones that we didn't really get to experiment with before. So I'm going to be very interested to see what you think of all the apparel that's going to be coming out here really soon. All in all, I really want this brand to be meaningful, not just to me, but also to you watching this. I hope it's something that, that drives you, that changes your life. I hope it's an experience for you, because honestly, the more catalysts we have, the bigger the explosion we make. And that's the better the impact is gonna be. The more we can impact the people around us and talk with the people around us and game and connect with one another, even diverse individuals that maybe aren't exactly like you, don't look like you, they don't come from the same background as you, but they still connect with you on a very human level. And I want this brand to be that, because you never know whose life you might end up changing. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, thanks so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, obviously leave a like down below. But also, if you want to see more like it, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. That's the one thing that you got to do, subscribe for the vibes. I appreciate you for being here. I hope I catch you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.